cops, that's basically the system training you to jump in front of 18-wheelers going 100 miles an hour or to stick your hand down garbage disposals. I don't hate you. I don't want war with you, but I'm sure not scared of you. All your black uniforms, all your junk. I mean, you know, if civil war starts, you're going to be hiding out in your bunkers. And that's part of the globalist plan as well. Look, I don't want to go there. Just have an awakening. Realize training people serving coffee to spy on folks and that paying with cash is criminal. Just wake up, for heaven's sakes. Let's take a few calls, but I've put out this worldwide alert. InfoWars issues emergency terror alert. There's never been a time when they're getting more ready for this right now. And saying domestic groups are getting ready to hit any minute. And, you know, that we're evil because we love America. I mean, no, we're just aware of what's happened. Please get this out. Please get this out. Please get this out to everybody. Brent in Pennsylvania, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, Alex. How you doing, man?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is just a further acclamation to the further martial law police state that's ongoing every day. It's ridiculous.
By every yardstick, the United States is a cartoon-level tyranny. And now they're saying, we'll secretly arrest you, and we're going to start shutting the media down. I mean, they're now openly admitting it. Notice all the criminals at once are saying, yeah, we're going to share all your data with Google. Yeah, Microsoft's spying on you. Yeah, the schools are watching you at home over your laptops. Yeah, we're putting GPS on your car. Yeah, when we pull you over, we're going to take blood without a warrant. Yeah, we're going to shoot your kids up whether you like it or not. Yeah, we're going to take your kids. Yeah, we're criminals. Go ahead.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and whether they like it or not, they're pushing the people against the wall. And, you know, I don't want to see the people get angry and resort to violence, but, you know, it's like putting a rabbit in a cage. I mean, you can't expect it not to bite you.
It's all part of the plan. They've told the cops, get ready for terrorists. They force people into situations to defend themselves. That'll be called terrorism. I hear you. Good points. But to prime it all, to make anybody resisting look bad, they'll blow up some daycare centers and stuff. See, the feds will, like they've done before. It's all part of them posing and the cops running up and grabbing the leg of the Fed, and the Fed puts the wing over. But if the cop wakes up to the Fed being the terrorist, they'll just kill the cop and their family. Because the cops love that anyways. Let's talk to Mark in New York. Mark, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
You know, you left one thing out in your report, though. Obama's starting a war with the Roman Catholic Church. And according to the Drudge Report, they were saying that there might be war on the streets because of it.
Yeah, they're saying that all churches have to hire people who are for abortion and of other sexual persuasions. And in England, they are banning Christians from proselytizing on the street. If it the advertising commission is saying if we don't like saying there's a God and that you can live forever, that's false advertising, you're banned. So they're banning free speech in England, Magna Carta. That's BBC is very proud of it. And yes, they're announcing that you will, but again, it's only Christianity. You know, I saw a Newsweek cover that I actually bought it and forgot to bring it today. It was the war on Christianity, but it's how pockets of Muslims are attacking Christians, which is true. But it's only to get Christians mad at Muslims for a new war. The state is waging war against Christians. And yes, they're saying that Catholic schools will teach all this stuff and that they will promote and fund abortion.
And that's, you know, if he goes against the Roman Catholic Church, that could be really bad. But I do agree with you. I read Drudge's report this morning on what you wrote, and, you know, you would be considered a sovereign citizen, quote unquote, according to the FBI.
Yeah, well, I know Drudge linked to our article, Senate passes bill allowing airports to evict TSA screeners. Legislation could lead to despised federal agency being marginalized from aviation security. People say, well, they'll just bring in private gropers. Yeah, but then that'll be marginalized. This is going to be the beginning. See, they've got to break our will in the airports, groping us and everything, and force the line with the radiation machines because they got to have it on the streets. If they fail there, they fail everywhere. If the globalists fail anywhere, they fail everywhere. Do you see that?
But it also depends on what Pistol has to say today in the committee, because he's up there representing the TSA, and personally I think
Pistoli is a known congenital liar.
Well, that's true.
He said that machines have been tested for radiation. Not true. He said they don't grope children under 12. Not true. He said they don't strip old ladies. Not true. They don't rip off colostomy bags. Not true. Liars, liars. And I mean, I'm seeing 10 cases or more a day of them robbing people. Who else do you think is going to want to grope old ladies all day and grope children? Oh, I mean, of course they're robbing bags and raping women in parking lots and planting things on people. Of course. Who would 8 hours a day want to sit there bullying people but the lowest forms of brown shirt trash?
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I just wanted to make that point with the Roman Catholic Church because I think that could be another false
Sir,
flag.
I agree with you, but did you hear me? England is saying the advertising authority, the Truth in Advertising Commission is now... You know, you've heard of them banning Bible passages because it's anti-gay or whatever. Now, this is in the news. It's in my stack. It just doesn't even rate as important compared to all the other. It's very important. That's how conditioned I've gotten to accept pure evil. It's just everywhere. They're saying, we're not going to let you go on the street and preach because we say it's false advertising. I mean, they're taking over. All right, we're having trouble getting Dr. Monteith connected, but whatever. We can have him on another day because I just want to continue getting into all this news here. Having ISDN line problems. And you can't really hear him over a telephone very good. Look, I don't know what to say or how to stress this. We have a criminal foreign banking cartel that has been caught staging terror attacks domestically and around the world, and who's been caught engaged in every other crime you can imagine, shipping guns into Mexico. CBS News got the documents that it was to blame the Second Amendment, involved in narcotics trafficking, everything else you can imagine. They are the bad guys. They have the history of criminality. They're the ones trampling the Bill of Rights and Constitution. And they're all over the news saying, get ready for domestic groups to attack and watch people at coffee shops paying with cash. Even credit card heads don't pay for $2 cups of coffee at your average coffee shop with credit cards. I mean, I went to a coffee shop yesterday on my way home, pulled in, was going to go jogging, wanted to get hyped up, hadn't taken my pollen burst, vitamin pack, so I said, I'll just get a coffee. Went in, paid like $1.50 for a small coffee, thanks to inflation, walked out and drank it. Again, this idea that everyone's suspect, guilty until proven slave, never proven innocent, guilty until proven serf, guilty until proven minion, guilty until proven slob, guilty until control freaks proven to be control freaks. It's all about the globalist being the boss, all about you being bad. And you take your children in this ritual to the airport, and they put them in a scanner and microwave them and record their naked body on record, have them walk through athlete's foot and flesh-eating bacteria with their shoes off. And then every time I've flown, and others I know that have seen this, almost everyone who's put in a scanner is also then searched. And there they go. Boom. They grab the women, squeezing. They go between your legs. They go in your pants. And now go into the underwear and grab your genitals. Miss USA, you name it. I have seen them going in the pants of people. And then old ladies who can't get up out of wheelchairs, they take them behind closed doors and take all their clothes off and then ask them, what is this? And they're like, I've got a catheter. What's a catheter? They don't even train these demonic brown-shirted scum. They don't even train these flying monkeys that work for the globalist witchy poo system. I mean, they are the scum of the earth. And I've sat there watching people who look like they're about to die. I've seen the cases in the news where they're flying home to die of cancer or whatever, or flying to a final military reunion. I'll never forget, I was in San Francisco flying back to Austin, and they had people getting on international flights or flights to a Pearl Harbor memorial. There was a bunch of these old men and their wives, and half these guys looked like they were dead. This was about 5-6 years ago. I guess 7 years ago now. It was a few years of 9/11. And they had guys in bright blue with dark blue berets, calling themselves Wolverine Security, on top of the TSA, gibbering, and I saw this old man with his eyes peeling down, you know, so old that you could see the red of his eyes peeling down, water dripping out of his eyes. He had an oxygen tank. He had his wife there with him, looked like she was about 10 years younger, or maybe it was a sister, I don't know. And this guy, he could barely understand his English. He's telling the old man to lift the little oxygen canister out so he can look under it. And the old man's got hearing aids on, and he's got a walker that's got the canister in it, and he's looking up. And I'm standing there, and all of my instincts were to grab that punk and say, "What? Leave that old man alone." But see, I'm un-American. It's American to watch a guy with this. It was a bunch of them with their USS Arizona hats. Oh yeah, there was survivors of the Arizona that went down. I guess people that jumped off the boat or whatever. I guess going one more time before he died to meet his buddies. And they all looked pretty bad shape. But, I mean, this guy really looked bad. And this guy was sitting there gibbering and jabbering at them. And here's the guy looking up. Oh, yeah, this is the terrorist. But, see, that's what zero tolerance is all about. You say, arrest a 5-year-old for running. Arrest somebody for having a Luden's cough drop that isn't even a drug. It isn't even over the counter. It's just sugar pill. Why? And they go, zero tolerance. It's about it being crazy. In the military, in drill boot camp, they give you crazy orders to train you to do what you're told. And it's like, look, I'm taking your 1-year-old daughter's diaper off, and I'm going to put filthy gloves on her private parts. I'm a pot-bellied pedophile. That's what they do. That's who they are, and they live to kill this country.
We're on the march. The empire's on.
Where's your crown? All right, we did get Dr. Stan Monteith on with us, got the ISDN issue fixed. We're going to go to him in just a moment. And then the folks that are holding James, Shane, Dominique, Josh, Irvin, you're all coming up. But look, a classical mixture of kind of Nazi, East German, later Soviet surveillance grid, tattletale squad systems being set up. And so the system's got to tell police and military, yeah, we're going to start torturing people and killing them and secretly arresting them. Yeah, we spy without warrants now. And there's all these movies glorifying it. I mean, it's full-on brainwashing. And, yeah, these groups that think there's an evil takeover of America, they're the terrorist. And they're getting ready to hit the government. And then we know the government's hit itself before because it's not the government. It's a government that's been hijacked. So the report is at Infowars.com. It's linked in red. Infowars issues emergency terror alert. Paul Joseph Watson and Alex Jones. And remember, I'm the guy that told you July 25th, 2001, they were going to blow up the World Trade Center and blame it on their asset, bin Laden. And I'm the guy that told you September 11th, they were going to launch a bio attack to shut down the government for a time. I could just tell by the way they were behaving. That indeed happened. It's all on record. And I'm seeing it come to a crescendo. And remember, they've got 3 different White House advisors and one of their think tanks putting out recruitment letters saying, don't worry, give to Obama. He's going to win, even if you don't think he will. There's going to be a new Oklahoma City, and that'll really make the president look strong. I mean, they think we're so dumb. And you show this to police and FBI, most of them are like, I'm not going to look at that. You know, here's the point I want to make before we go to Dr. Monteith. And I want you to hear this carefully. They're always saying, see something, say something, so we all spy